It's Madden NFL 22, and we've got a showdown in the AFC West. It's the Chargers and the Raiders, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Los Angeles Chargers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and CD, our matchup here in this one, as so many do, revolves around the quarterback position. We've got an interesting pairing here. Justin Herbert of the Chargers, Derek Carr of the Raiders.
We do indeed, and something I'm going to be watching for. Who can get off to a fast start? If you can go out, get points on the first drive, preferably a touchdown, you can really set the tone for the game. And I think that both of these quarterbacks are more than capable of doing just that.
Jalen Richard now on the return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
It's been fun to watch his development through the years, and right now what you see is a very confident quarterback who has a strong sense of self, totally understands the offense, and knows how to get the ball to his playmakers on the run.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The Carr's throw here into the hands of Jones. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
He'll find Jones again, complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Colton Miller, former first-round pick, called for the penalty there. This 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
49, guys.
Carr now to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
But I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the fourth down.
On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Back deep here, Andre Roberts. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And he is just absolutely marvelous to watch throw a football. That's something I could do all day long, watch him throw routes versus air. But he's even more impressive when there are bodies on the field, and he's creating with big throws downfield.
Going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job,
they'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Fourth down, and on is Ty Long to punt. Hunter Renfrow deep to return for the Raiders. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. And they tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. They showed off a nice juke in the defender before the next wave could bring him down. A good positive play there, 9 yards, but still 3rd and long.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
Extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. To throw his Carr. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Eckler. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
Not a big run on the first play of the
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are on the board first here in Vegas. Well, the defensive coverage was good. So good, he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and that makes the score 7-0. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. No return here for Richard, and that will bring the ball out to the 25-yard line. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Second quarter from Vegas, the homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it 2nd and 7. Carr gives to Richard. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Brad, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Carr now on 1st down. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively, and second down.
Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Carr. Powering forward, and they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way.
Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Carr going to throw. And this will be caught by Edwards. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
Oh, yeah. Baby, there it is. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Good job. That one step in the line, baby. Make a play ball, baby.
Now a carry for Jacobs, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller there to make the grab. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. Here's the All-Pro returner from 2018, Andre Roberts. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Herbert on first down now. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now it's Herbert. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And now Herbert a little unsure of things, so he's going to go ahead and call a timeout, as he'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's 2nd and 10. To the air again, Herbert. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Herbert now. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, 41 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And that looked almost to be a case of, you know, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears weren't realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
Derek Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. But Charles, it's the second quarter. Your team's losing. You're not playing well as the quarterback, but like I said, it's the second quarter, so how worried right now are you?
You're concerned, but you're not panicked because you know there's still an opportunity. No one's excited about his stat line right now. 1 touchdown pass, okay, that's cool, but he's throwing an interception as well. Can he eliminate the mistakes and keep making the positive plays, the good plays? That's what they're looking for from him.
Time to find out if he can do just that. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
We got this.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player.
We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
Do what you do. Good job, good job. Come on, let's get him.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Here's Carr. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Let's go.
This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions, and the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly, and now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
49.
Now Carr again.
Come on.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Edwards. Touchdown Raiders. Brian Edwards. In the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Raiders have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Andre Roberts now to return it. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all tied. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you to Orlando to check.
In terms of rushing efficiency in that first half, as you can tell by the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Second half, it was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll hand off here to Eckler. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
At the 26-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything.
Running on first down, Eckler. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. Now he'll escape to his left. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll even avoid the contact in the end as he will finally slide to a halt. A big play there on the scramble.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 8-yard line.
Good job, brother. Good job.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Back to throw here, Herbert.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Hopkins' kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Carr. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Now Carr. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Joey Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll find Richard here underneath.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Charger foot. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert. That is incomplete.
But listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area and he just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Herbert. Flushed out right, and he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 11. Throwing to start the drive. Carr, a short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. 7 yards to pick up there.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for him there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. It's a big play there for Vegas. And most people think of Derek Carr kind of as a guy who excels throwing the short pass, but he can dial it up when need be.
And I tell you, from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's-eye view of that throw, and it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Out to the left, that's where the tight end Moreau is. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Touchdown! A 7-yard touchdown grab. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front.
And touchdown and saying congratulations and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Well, part one is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get...
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call. It's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Herbert and the Chargers down 21-17. A minute 52 to play. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Herbert. That's caught by Palmer.
And he's going to be taken down with
Rashawn Slater, first-round pick in 2021. Guilty there.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Herbert. Max Crosby in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
He's got Eckler, but no help there as they'll get to him at the 5.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Herbert going to throw.
He's going to let it fly. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted.
Picked off by Brandon Faison.
So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Throwing, Herbert.
Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Herbert to throw.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Now Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal forward pass, offense.
We can't have that.
Well, we knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Draw play, it's Eckler. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
A field goal gets them closer, but they say no thanks. We want the lead. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time.
Williams brings it in. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.